the Honorable Minister of State, and other very highly placed principal functionaries of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, including the head of our institution in charge of national primary health, in whom we are all very pleased. Our traditional rulers who are here in their large number, but permit me please to recognize His Royal Majesty, the Oluyin of Iyin Ekiti, my King, Oba Adeniyi Adeola Ajakaye, who is here with all our high chiefs and very important members of the community. And finally, permit me also to isolate a retired Justice of the Supreme Court, who currently is now an Emir, who also accompanied my distinguished colleague, Senator Makura, as his Emir from Nasarawa, also in respect of one of the bills that we have. Distinguished colleagues, our bill, which is the bill for the establishment of the Federal University of Medical and Health Sciences in Ekiti, SB 647, was read for the first time in the Hallowed Chamber on Wednesday, 24th February 2021. And specifically, the bill seeks to establish the Federal University of Medical and Health Sciences in Ekiti and make comprehensive provisions for its due management and administration. The university will be delivering education and training to current and future employees of medical profession. The goal of the university is to inspire and motivate students and medical personnel about the value of being health professionals so as to lead change for realizing a more sustainable health sector that serves a more sustainable world. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, the very essence of this bill, therefore, is to provide a highly specialized institution that will be more productive and very much needed for medical advancement of this nation. The objects of the university, among other, include to encourage the advancement of learning and to hold out to all persons without distinction of race, creed, sex, or political conviction the opportunity of acquiring a higher education in health and other health-related sciences, to adopt and offer academic and professional programs leading to the award of diplomas, first degrees, postgraduate research, and higher degrees, with emphasis on planning, adaptive technical maintenance, development, and productive skills in the field of health and biomedical sciences. 3, to act as agents and catalysts through postgraduate training, research, and innovation for the effective and economic utilization, exploitation, and conservation of Nigeria's natural, economic, and human resources. 4, to offer to the general population as a form of public service the results of training and research in health and allied disciplines, and to foster the practical application of these results. Also, it is the objective to establish appropriate relationships with other national institutions involved in training, research, and development of healthcare. Finally, to identify medical needs of Nigeria, find solutions to them within the context of overall national development, and to provide and promote sound basic scientific training as a foundation for the development of health and allied disciplines. Distinguished colleagues, our health has very special potentials, and this bill is well organized for its very own purpose of a modern academic and research institution. The university, therefore, to further advance knowledge through research and nature, unique innovation, entrepreneurship, and wealth management in the core area of interest. The bill is structurally going to be in 30 different sections. The first 10 provisions deal with the establishment Constitution and Functions of the Federal University, while Section 11 deals with transfer of property to the university. Sections 12 to 14 deal with the statute of the university. Sections 15 to 21 will deal with supervision and discipline. Sections 22 to 30 will deal with miscellaneous and general other provisions. Following consultations with members of my community who are here represented in their large number and as well as the government of our state, I have been advised that the title of the bill itself, before its final passage, be amended to read that it's a bill for the establishment of Federal University of Medical and Environmental Sciences instead of Medical and Health Sciences, believing that under medical sciences, issues including medical laboratory, nursing, and some other things will be covered, while under environmental sciences, issues involving and discipline involving environmental as well as environmental design sciences will be covered as a peculiar university. Distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I can go on and on, but I know time is of the essence, and the committee has my entire submission, and I'm sure the community itself will do justice to why this university needs to be established. And I've also explained to the distinguished chairman who is presiding that the 15 minutes allotted to the 5 speakers will be shared differently. Each, other than our traditional ruler who will have up to 2 minutes to greet the House, every other speaker will have just 1 minute to greet. The star presenter will be the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Health in Ekitit State, who is here, Mr. Jide Akinyele MNI, is the one that will have the rest of the 10 minutes to do the justification on behalf of all of us. Once again, distinguished chairman, I want to thank you for your time, and I thank all of you for being here. And Honorable Minister,
out of my power as the presiding chairman, but I can modify it as I wish. Well, thank you.
His Royal Majesty Oba Adeola Adeniyi Ajakaye Oyin Yosaye Oyin III, the Oluyin of Iyin Ekiti Kingdom. Mr. President, we are here this morning with the Iyin community in respect of a bill being sponsored by one of our illustrious sons, a colleague of yours, Mr. President, a principal officer for that matter, a son that we are well pleased of, a son that we can raise our head up and say, please go ahead. The bill is coming at the right time, based on the epidemic that is ravaging the whole world. Mr. President, in Ekiti as a community, we are ready and eagerly waiting for the passage of this bill. Because let me tell you, Mr. President, in Ekiti as a community, we are love and peace-loving people in our establishment. We are standing, all of us in Ekiti has been scoring first in all human ratification. The executive governor of Ekiti, when it was established, came from Ekiti in respect of one of the principal officers of this government, Honorable Minister, the Minister of Industry and Trade and Investment, Otumba Adeniyi Adebayo, first executive governor of Ekitit State. In Ekiti, Mr. President, the first professor of architecture in the whole of Nigeria and Sub-Sahara, Professor Adeyinka Adeyemi, is here with us, and he will address us shortly. Because of time, Mr. President, we want to assure you that you should please give this passage the speed that it requires, because my people are already waiting for the establishment of this bill. They are eagerly waiting. They are watching us, and they are ready to partner with the government to allow the government to establish this university, because it's going to add value to the governance of this present government. And again, it will be one of the achievements of this 9th National Assembly. Mr. President, kindly consider this bill and pass it. Thank you very much. May you pass.
Professor Funsho Isholawa Folabi, a professor of tourism and hospitality management. My Mr. President, sorry for breaching the protocol, and I stand on the established protocol to say a few words. We have listened to the President saying we want this federal government and the House, upper and lower, to do things in not the usual way, as it hitherto be. Then we are representing the community, and we are assuring the federal government that it's not going to be business as usual. There are new areas where we'll be looking at in establishment of that federal university. If I to provide solution to, like my royal father has said, in the area of pandemic, in the area of virtual medicine, and what we call virtual telehealth. This is what we want to say, sir, and we solicit the support of the President and all the members of the High Table and the whole member of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the House, to support this bill. Thank you very much, sir.
On existing protocol, I did not plan to give this talk, but on an impromptu basis, I would just want to say very few words. The most important being that the location or the siting of the University of Medical Sciences, and more importantly, environmental design, would be a very welcome activity. Iyin Ekiti is known to have many academics, and the university would be set up in an environment of the academia, and this would be of benefit to the university when established. And that is why, wholeheartedly and with all our support, we welcome the idea of having this university sited at Iyin Ekiti. Mr. Chairman, sir, thanks for this opportunity of having the university sited in our place of origin. Hopefully, this shall be so in the name of God the Almighty. Thank you.
I am Ogudipe Abayami Ibrahim, the National President in Ekitit Youth Forum. Yes, sir. Yeah. On our own side, as a youth, we want to plead to this honorable House to please haste the passage of the university bill, because in Ekiti, like Professor has said, it's an environment whereby you find different academia, and bringing that university, citing it to that area, I think it will be a useful opportunity for our youth in the area to grow up. As a matter of fact, we are in need to expect this university. Sir, I appreciate you, sir, if this honorable House can make it a reality as soon as possible. Thank you.
Distinguished Chairman and members of State Senate Committee on Health, Secondary and Tertiary, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I'm Akinjide Akile MNI, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Health and Human Services, Ekitit State, and National Vice President in the Progressive Federal Union. I'm here to present the position of Iyin community on the establishment of the Federal University of Medical and Environmental Sciences proposed to be cited in Iyin Ekiti, Ekitit State. Permit me to say that this is an abridged version of the paper already made available to the committee. By way of introduction, Iyin Ekiti is located in a Rekonu Federal local government area of Ekitit State. It had an estimated population of 48,000 plus by January 2021, according to the estimate provided by the Ekitit State Bureau of Statistics. Its climate is very clement and conducive with good flow of rainforest and fresh air for healthy living. The residents of the town received the news
of the proposed University of Medical and Environmental Sciences and its siting in Iyin, with lots of happiness, joy, and open hand of partnership, not only because of the impact on the socio-economic growth of the area, but because of its multiplier effect on quality healthcare service delivery in the country. We are convinced that the choice of the town is well made in view of the existing conducive environment that will stimulate learning, safety for the personnel and physical access of the proposed institution in the town. We shall begin by talking about infrastructure that is available. As an urban town, Iyin has many basic infrastructural facilities to support the effective takeoff of the university. These include: 1, accommodation. Iyin community is fully prepared to assist extensively in the takeoff of the university through provision and location of good accommodation for the staff and students of the university. We have a huge Ogbede house with over 40 rooms to support the administrative requirements for the immediate takeoff. Security. A divisional police headquarters and the post of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps are located in Iyin. There is also an effective vigilante and local security system that gives effective security and patrol and surveillance for the community. The judiciary has a presence in the town with magistrate and customary courts. Health facilities. These include a full-fledged general hospital, 5 basic health centers, and private hospitals and clinics. Tertiary health services such as the Ekitit State University of Teaching Hospital and Afe Babalola Multi-System Hospital, both situated in Ado Ekiti, and the Federal Teaching Hospital in Ado Ekiti are a few kilometers away from here to provide needed referral services. Communication. There is an excellent GSM coverage of Iyin by the various telecommunication service providers in the country. The town also has an effective electricity supply. In fact, we joined the national grid in 1967. The community also gets the water supply from a road dam with built reservoir. And of course, we are working on European water project, which is under construction. Energy supply. There are at least 6 petrol dispensing stations in the town. Banking. A fully functional branch of Wema Bank of Nigeria and a functional microfinance bank are located in the town. Hotel and catering services. There are more than 10 standard hotels with modern facilities in the town. Road network. Iyin has one of the best intra-city road networks in Ekitit State. The new Iyin Ado dualized road project under construction by the Ekitit State government is nearing completion. The town is only a few kilometers to Akure Airport. Sporting activities. Iyin is the closest town to Ado Ekiti, the state capital, which has a nationally recognized stadium, which is called Oluyemi Kayode Stadium. Within the town, however, there are many schools with good playing and well-guided sporting field and playgrounds for the immediate sporting activities of the proposed university. Education. There are 13 public private primary schools, 4 public secondary schools, and more than 25 private primary and secondary schools in Iyin. Similarly, the community has a well-stored library with internet facilities to promote reading and self-learning culture. Now, the friendly environment of Iyin. The people of Iyin are tolerant, just like the cabinet has said. They are peaceful, they are honest, accommodating, and hardworking, among other many core values of this community. In spite of its multi-religious setting, with Christianity, Islam, and traditional religion being actively practiced, the community has never in its history recorded any religious crisis. Similarly, the town accommodates non-indigenous who are Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Igwera, Igala, and many others, living conveniently and peacefully in the town from time immemorial. May I tell this August Assembly that there are also instances of intermarriages between the indigenous of the town and the non-indigenous. In addition, the neighboring towns that share boundaries with Iyin Ekiti, such as Ado Ekiti, the state capital, Igede Ekiti, local government headquarters, and others, we are living friendly and in a cooperative manner with long history of cohabitation. Iyin Ekiti is well known for its genuine hospitality and generosity towards strangers. Let's take a look at the traditional institution of Iyin. The town has highly respected traditional institution headed by the paramount ruler, of Iyin Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Oba Adeola Adeniyi Ajakayi Oyin Yosayo Oyin III, the Oluyin of Iyin, is a first-class Oba in the town, in Ekitit State, with a status of Pelu. The Oluyin of Iyin is assisted by the high chiefs and of the four quarters to which the town is administratively divided. All the high chiefs are here seated, indicating the unity in the town which the proposed university need to achieve its immediate mandate. Next is a word on the indigenous of the town. And just like we have been told, Iyin Ekiti is blessed with many sons and daughters who are making waves all over the world in academics, public and private services and leadership. These include His Excellency Otumba Adeniyi Adebayo, the first executive governor of Ekitit State, and at present the Honorable Minister of Industries, Trade and Investment. Also seated here with us is Senator Michael Okoyemi Bamidele, the Chairman of Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters. We have also ambassadors. For instance, we have Ambassador Enola Ajayi, public political officer.
So you have 1 more minute, sir.
That are many for me to mention. What are the immediate support for this university? Iyin Ekiti has secured 1,000 hectares of land with room for expansion for the proposed university. And of course, the topography is good and it's very neat. And of course, this one also will provide the needed facility for the university. In conclusion, I'd like to stress the enthusiasm with which all residents of Iyin and neighboring towns receive the news of the location of the proposed university in Iyin Ekiti. This indicates that the choice is popular and highly commendable. The infrastructure facilities already mentioned are ready to support the institution. And I can also assure you too of the support of the state government under His Excellency Dr. John Kayode Fayemi to provide the needed assistance for the institution. I'd like to convey the assurances of the host community and its neighbors to provide needed support to ensure the success of this and sustained development of the university. We commend very strongly our own son, with whom we are all very proud to associate, the distinguished Senator Michael Okoyemi Bamidele, the sponsor of this bill, as well as other compatriots of Iyin, for facilitating this. We also place on record our sincere appreciation to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and distinguished senators for counting Iyin worthy of being the host of the proposed university. Permit me to say very loud and clear that the good people of Iyin and their neighbors are very expectant of the Federal University of Medical and Environmental Sciences to be sited in Iyin Ekiti. I want to say, God bless the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.